Prepare to fight.
My time.
There we go.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
May the power heal you.
iiinnnzzz gets the heavy spawn. Oh, and well, St0n is just playing plus forward. Ah,
Here we go.
yes. You are still in game?
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm on board with iiinnnzzz. He's going to be picking up that LG backing away. Should hit the rail here. Does, but wow. St0n was very quick on the uptake there and answers with one of his own. Now through the tele goes iiinnnzzz and will hit a rail, mitigating a lot of that heavy. Looks for another, but St0n's trading pretty well here and should be able to push onto this heavy. Mega rather. I always forget which one's which. Somehow.
Yeah, well, I know there is no red armor anymore.
No, that's also true. Dear Lord. This is the problem with having played these games since 2008. Which I know isn't the earliest, but like I'm pretty young. So I first started playing Quake when I was 11, I guess. Some stuff's pretty ingrained. Like when I had to cast Diabot, it was so hard not to say rail and LG and stay sharp.
I can imagine.
It was so difficult.
But St0n gets the first frag. And it's a pretty clean one because he gets the mega health and there's still enough time to go for the heavy.
iiinnnzzz will sort of just hold his ground here. Oh dear. Hits that rail. That's beautiful stuff from iiinnnzzz. So now should be able to make a challenge for this mega. Has the stack for it. Here comes St0n though. The ability used as well. 225s there for the Glaner player into the totem as well. And just does it. Keeps St0n at bay. 1 HP. Didn't tick down. Oh dear.
Yeah, he gets on the board and wow, he just he has the right tools. Right?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, if only he knew it was 5 HP, he would have used an MG.
Death is the only release.
I think they both were in the same situation.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But yeah, St0n is the first to get the mega health or a major item, but he gets bopped by a rocket from iiinnnzzz. And while he circles around, gets an angle, while iiinnnzzz collects the heavy right after that shot.
And collected.
Ended. Do not die yet.
Signed, sealed, and
Delivered?
yeah, why not?
Or are we gonna get the DMCA strike if we say that?
No, I hope not. iiinnnzzz going to be in quite bold here. Tries to push onto the heavy. St0n just about keeps him at bay and will have all of the armor as well as the HP now. iiinnnzzz is going to play from the high ground, healed by his totem, hits one rail but eats one himself, and now the drop feels so scary for him.
He will have a totem.
Do good damage. Yeah, has the totem, has a 25, and gonna stand at the top of the jump pad, a little bit more free damage, and iiinnnzzz actually probably with a superior stack here, in spite of both the majors having recently gone to St0n. Now, how aggressive does iiinnnzzz play on this heavy? Quite aggressively indeed, and the positioning is so much better for him on the low ground. Going for rails once again where MG would do better. LG as well. Oh, don't let him away, and he doesn't. Shotgun at range, 8 damage, all he needed.
Yeah, St0n does a press forward or a plus forward move. That takes his own life. Yeah, because iiinnnzzz had all the items behind himself.
Master.
And yeah, and basically St0n will
But not
keep
well enough.
doing this. And many times there is a moment that he just turns it around.
Health totem initiated.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You know, he's had his opportunities this game, but iiinnnzzz has just been that little bit more solid, and I think the difference, like you're saying, where St0n is very plus forward, iiinnnzzz is using his out-of-control waves that much more effectively. I mean, when we saw him win that fight on 1 HP because he picked up the Mega, right? He was so careful with his life. He didn't throw it away at all, apart from when he just jumped into that rocket like it was his job. Apart from then, we're ignoring that. He's just made more out of the small stacks, out of the moments where he had to play out of control.
Ooh, but this might be a turnaround. Yeah, the spit being used and the rail combination gets him the first frag.
Shotgun round the corner almost makes that happen, and maybe St0n will think twice about going for this Mega now. Doesn't look like it. He's gonna commit, and iiinnnzzz comes out on top with the starting shotgun.
Stopwatch.
Good stuff from iiinnnzzz. This has been a really, really solid game from him. Very careful, very efficient, everything about it. I'm liking what I'm seeing from iiinnnzzz.
Yeah, he's also
Is the only release. I will not
getting into
fault you.
positions that he doesn't get that much damage from St0n. Because normally St0n is really the one who, yeah, because of the way he plays, he needs to output more damage.
Your gods
But
do
that
not
isn't
favor
working for him
you.
right now.
Well, and what I'm seeing is no panic from iiinnnzzz. It's like, yeah, I'm 20 HP and the Mega's behind me, and some people, like they can't think in the moment. It's like, oh, I just need the HP, I'm scared. But iiinnnzzz is playing a wonderfully controlled game. Up close, wins that fight. By the skin of his teeth, to be fair, but yeah, will be able to get another totem should he want it. The 225's telly used, and he'll be safe for now. St0n, once again, looking for a little bit of free damage with these rockets and this spit, but wow, the heavy's not soon, my son. And iiinnnzzz, he knows, and he drops St0n for it. St0n just back onto the Mega. Just back onto the Mega. You don't have to do this, my guy.
I will purge you from this world.
He wants to bully himself into a frag. He doesn't want to duel.
Be healed.
And St0n's walked into a totem. Not ideal.
Well, he did remove it with his face.
That's true. Minesweeping. Okay, he gets a frag. Can he make up 2 in 2.5? No, 10 rather in 2.5 minutes. It's gonna be tough. Let's see what he can do. Plus forward with Sorlag, pretty strong. Doesn't hit the rail though, and now so low and up against what is the superior weapon selection from him. And he just go. I mean, I don't so much blame him now when there's this few, this little time remaining, but still, it's not the best player I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, he just hasn't changed his tactic the whole match. And iiinnnzzz is great at stopping his press forward.
Yeah, I feel like this, because of the way that St0n's played, was always destined to be one-sided either way. It's like either St0n wins 14-2 or he loses 14-2. There's no in between. Okay, he's back on the board. Minute and a half. It's borderline impossible at this point. That's not very exciting, so let's just pretend it's still hype. St0n comes up the jump pad, gonna hit the rocket, knocks him off the map!
Yes, I do like
But it doesn't matter. But still, it's fun.
It is indeed. Oh, and the shotgun on a heavy jump.
Such a good weapon in QC.
1 minute warning.
And I'm really happy about that. I'm a big shotgun fan.
Yeah, this map is done and that's it. And I really don't think St0n had anything to bring in this one. Well, he does throw him out of the map again.
May the power heal you.
3 frags left. You win.
There we have it then. Pretty easy win in the end for iiinnnzzz, who will come out on top. And St0n, he's got to find a different gear, I think, for our next map.
Yeah, and that will be probably his strongest map. But yeah, he's playing a Keel against BJ Blazkowicz. So yeah, he again wants to be in his face for the frags. But he will be greeted by dual-wielding Blazkowicz.
Yeah, always scary, always tough to go up against. We'll see. I think that St0n absolutely has the skill and the quality to take it to iiinnnzzz, but yeah, just didn't ever really put together a good series of frags there. So here we go on to Veil of Nath.
Yeah, and this is a map I haven't seen St0n lose on this one, so
yeah, Keel very strong here for obvious reasons. Very corridor heavy. The grenades just do great work. And I feel like there's less benefit on Veil than on most maps for a light. There's not that much room to run around with. You don't have these really good angles you can peek in and peek out of. So yeah, you do see a lot of Keel here, obviously, and BJ always strong. Keel there in a 2-2. You love to see it.
it gives magical powers, I think. Let's start on the
Begins in
Keel, the pineapple guy.
2, 1.
Pineapple Man. iiinnnzzz onto the heavy then, as he is wont to do, onto the rail as well. Meanwhile, Mega, LG, and a rocket should be in the possession of St0n. iiinnnzzz gets the better of that trade and this one. Good rail work from him, and he hits a third. Sorry, I'm talking about iiinnnzzz, not St0n. But yeah, he goes in with a shotgun. Oh no, the rockets are really good from St0n, and the shotgun barely off the mark. That should not have gone that way. St0n has to be thanking his lucky stars right now as he RJs into the heavy, but he misses it. Hits the air rocket and then an air grenade, because apparently that's a thing. And he comes out on top, no doubt about it. RJs once again wants to hit the rail, isn't going to be able to. Tri-bolt there to deter him. And well, what in the world was that?
That was St0n magic. Oh!
Lead taken.
And he gets a clean frag because the mega health's there. Oh, but no. He doesn't want it. He wants to take the armor. But he might, or I think he knows where iiinnnzzz spawns. And especially he now knows where he is after that rocket launcher pickup. He was expecting the portal plate, but it isn't so. Still, St0n gets in the end, fighting a duel with Blazkowicz. Nice pineapple rocket combo.
St0n then has found a little bit of momentum here on Veil. Still going to go aggressive, there's no doubt about that, but now he's got the stack to back it up. I think his prodigious mechanical ability is going to help in a big way. iiinnnzzz goes through the telly, doesn't get tagged by any of the grenades. St0n now needs to figure out how he's going to approach heavy. Not an easy decision to make. He's going to go if some more LG ammo, and now up top. Light as well, and he's going to take it from the balcony. Oh, dropping on that LG. This looks iffy. That was awful.
Yeah, he didn't hit any splash damage. While iiinnnzzz LG got, melted his face.
Just such a weird drop that iiinnnzzz sort of makes a similar mistake, though much more understandable to me. Yeah, that does even up the stacks, and of course, with Keel being a heavy, pretty dangerous off spawn, just in general. Int wants this heavy, and he will get it. And he's gonna be able to get a 25. The regen from BJ's passive hits. Oh, one rocket! That was so close. I can't believe that didn't happen, actually. That was...
Yeah, Stone's Mega Health was the lifeline, it seems. But still, iiinnnzzz has a great stack to work with, but St0n is defending the pathway to the armor with the rockets and unhealthy fruits.
Isn't that just? Okay. Bit of a slower game than we saw in Molten. Don't still going aggro, but much more success. iiinnnzzz does a great job of damaging him there.
Yeah.
To be honest, doesn't get away, but really maximized his stack.
Yeah, I think he has his LG right, and the duel wielding gun. He can fight for this. No, but the grenade.
Impressive.
So come from St0n as well there to peek, hits the rail, and now on the double low ground, but eating so much tribal and St0n. He goes for that rail and he hits it dutifully. Fantastic stuff from him there.
Yeah, this is a 180-degree turnaround for St0n. Oh, and the tribal kill. Bob, bob, bob. And explodes.
St0n's aggression. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but in our last map I said, look, St0n either wins 14-2 or he loses 14-2.
I think iiinnnzzz has enough, or he crashed.
Or he crashed. All right.
But, yeah.
5-minute warning.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
I did not see a GG. Oh, and he's still in the lobby, so...
Yeah. Interesting. Hopefully we will get some.
I think it was just a towel in the ring for this map.
Okay. I can live with that.
Oh, I also fucked up the score. It's now 1-1. So we got a tiebreaker.
Good
And
stuff.
we move on into Runes of Sarnath, where St0n has Skillbower and iiinnnzzz has iiinnnzzz. So yeah, this is not the QPL. You don't have to play the whole match if you don't want to. So, and I guess iiinnnzzz thought the map was lost anyway.
Prepare to
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. It wasn't going superbly well, but it would have been nice to
round begins
play it
in
out.
3, 2.
Yeah, just for spectators, right? And still 5 minutes on the board. So yeah, I'm on iiinnnzzz to begin with. Yeah, gets the Mega Health spawn, but does not have really the tools to fight.
Goes in with a bull rush. iiinnnzzz, ole.
Wow.
Plays it perfectly like a matador should. And we'll get the inaugural frag here.
Yeah, he did. He made it work with only the HMG, but it powered through.
Stopwatch. Rush them. Leave tide.
And yeah, in the tight corridor, it's a little bit harder to evade the bull rush. So this one connects and St0n gets on the board.
after one then. Stone's gonna hit that rail. That's hit that quite quickly. That's a great rocket out of Ince. But Stone just goes for the bull rush, goes for the mega, and that's an easy frag after.
Ince trying to hit Stone, who wasn't aware that he was giving up an angle. He's losing out on both items, but yeah, after the heavy pickup he did enough damage to remove a lot of overstack hits. Ah, and the bob wrecked the rocket. Does a great amount of damage. Oh, is he able to connect his... What? Huh?
Oh, he's a man. That's not what you want to see.
Well, how did he suicide?
Impressive.
He just shot the wall in front of him for no apparent reason.
Impressive. Netmaster.
Okay.
And Stone will take that to the bank.
Was it with nil gun or...
No, rocket.
Huh? I really didn't see any explosion. Yeah. And the bull rush flattens Ince.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, and you know, Ince quitting out on Veil quite early. You got to wonder where his head's at, really. You know, in terms of motivation. And Stone has not let up on the gas. He's going to drop onto an LG, though. This could be just the boon that In's needed, and he is going to collect that heavy. Also has enough time to get here to fight for the Mega. Stone one and Ince on the other. Oh, what?
Killing spree.
That is absurd. 2 rockets barely clip the pillar, and then he hits the rail. Ince should be so angry right now.
Oh, but yeah. Answer it with frags, not with leaving the game. He's still soldiering on. He gets himself the heavy. And
Nice.
has some tools in his belt to for the next fight.
I will lead the way.
Yeah, wow, he walks away. But the Timmy the Turret is a great showstopper for the bull rush. Stone evaded it. Still, Ince clutches it out. Oh, and a hundo. Bam!
What a rocket. Really saved Ince, and now off spawn hits that rail as well. Fantastic stuff. And this is just what he needs. Now, on to the Mega Go Stone, but it's a little bit too early. Timmy the Turret sends him packing. Ince can be able to collect this Mega, make his way over to the heavy. The world is his oyster at the moment. Hits that rail, and yeah, that's going to be the major, if not the frag. And he's going to chase for the frag, and I don't blame him. Nearly hits that. Great pre-aim.
Handyman. Tank.
It looks to me that we can call Ince a momentum-based player, because he's really feeling it. Oh, the return rail from Stone though, but yeah, still he's outstacking him by a great margin.
5-minute warning.
Yeah. Let's go.
5-3 then. We have a serious game on our hands. Big rockets, but the bull rush mitigates a lot of that, and it's only going to be one shotgun shot at the end that decides it. 6-3. Stone now back in control.
Yeah, Ince was rocking a solid control. It got broken by the last frag of Stone. And, he's just continuing using his bull rush to do a lot of frustrating damage onto Ince. And he gets himself another major. What? Ince worse for wear. Turns it around mid-fight. But yeah. Stone playing a heavy. chases the lead back up.
I'm getting.
This is getting seriously interesting at this point. It's all slightly off the mark with that round. That could be a big deal as he only hits 30 here, another 30 there. The bull rush doing its job, the shotgun as well. It's been the move that has defined Ruins of Sarnath thus far. St0n keeps the pressure on.
Die.
He is hitting like a truck.
Your life was meaningless.
And moving like a train. An unstoppable one.
Impressive.
Oh,
You have shamed your father.
that was a weird flick. That was like a micro flick. Don't know how he hit it at all. So much control. And now I think iiinnnzzz is maybe being a little bit hasty to go up jump pads like that. And St0n baits him in, takes him down, hits that rail on the mega, hits the next, because of course he does. 12 to 5 now, and St0n cannot be stopped apart from now, where he can be.
Yeah, it's insane what he's doing, but it's also so frustrating to play against a skill bearer.
You just have to completely change your thinking about the situation. The bull rush changes everything. The weapon selection changes. The consideration of who has more stack changes. You know, it's really fundamental stuff. iiinnnzzz is going to try and fire back himself. Good rails. They've been the order of the day. RJ is out. It's cheeky, and it's not going to save him in the end. 5 frags to make up in 2 minutes. A tall task right now for iiinnnzzz. He can do it. It's within the realms of possibility, but it's not easy at all.
No, yeah. He has to first break control, or at least try to deny the heavy.
Impressive.
Well, he has a major stack to deal with, but now he's chasing St0n into the Mega Elf. So he has to do more work.
I will lead the way. Handyman.
Well, that was 1 frag in 20 seconds.
Was 4 more to go. Minute left. iiinnnzzz waits patiently
1 minute
on the
warning.
mega. As you can see, St0n is just waiting at heli exit, and it's a great spot. He could just stand there for the rest of the game potentially.
Yeah. Oh, he just gave him sound hint. So iiinnnzzz might have heard something.
Oh, the shot close, the shotgun as well. iiinnnzzz is going to take him down though. And is St0n going to regret that play at some point? We will see. 30 seconds now to make up 3 frags. It's right on the edge of possible, but iiinnnzzz needs to find St0n fast. And here he is in the fight. LG hitting well. Rocket, not quite enough. And it's all about time right now. Shotgun does finish 15 seconds for 2 frags, though. I don't see it happening.
No, and
It's
St0n.
heavy for St0n.
I will lead the way.
And there we go.
Yeah. The heavy spawn from St0n sealed the deal for him.
You win.
Yeah, that was pretty much curtains at that point. A really, really fun third map, though, after what was a very disappointing second. iiinnnzzz does so well in the first... No, sorry. Other way around. The first map wasn't good. The second one was. The third one was as well. And, yeah, I think both looked good at different times, but St0n, especially as rail, just absolutely impeccable.